All right, everyone, welcome back for another episode of Carnivore Trade. Today is Thursday, July 22nd, 2021. So markets here having a relatively quiet day. Look at the size of the candles here. Very, very light volume in the overall market, but an up day nonetheless, and the market continues to move higher here. Now, if we look, if you guys go on my Twitter, you see that I suggested that we may go vertical here, and that was based on an order flow resistance of the 435.60 area. And I was doing a video, I was actually doing a video earlier about 3:30, and basically my thesis was we close above here, we probably go vertical. And as I said, that market on close, sell imbalance came through the wire. So there was a sell imbalance and it started to push the market down just a little bit. And it kind of ruined the thesis of my video. So I was like, well, I should probably wait until the close here. I had some stuff to do, so I couldn't get the video out right away. But so I just kind of scrapped that video. And as you can see, we closed it right above that pivot. And I'm just barely above that pivot. And of course, pretty much immediately, the market just zoomed right up. And futures are up quite significantly, up 12.5 points right now on the S&P. So what does this mean? It means that if we look at this lower trend line here, this lower trend line is now really, it's really been violated too many times for me to hold too much weight, to give it too much weight at this point. We will look at this top side trend line though. That one has been reliable. I think it's possible the market gets up as high as the high 440s, and maybe tags this high top side trend line before actually rolling over. So I do think we're entering a blow off type scenario here where the market just goes vertical. So just be on guard for that. I did pick up SPXL, which is a triple long, and I picked that up as a hedge just for the short term, not planning on holding it for any extended period of time or anything like that. But so that I just have in case we do go straight vertical here. So that's just kind of what I'm seeing right now. One area of weakness though was in the Russell. IWM negative down 1.5% today. Again, with the lower yield here, Russell taking a hit. This looks like heavy distribution to me. Look at the volume here as it's coming back in and barely catching a bid. It's off the lows, but having a rough day today. The price action was very different, as you can see here in intraday, very different than the overall market. As far as the weekly time frame, as far as this trend line is concerned, if we close below this tomorrow, that means the Russell is very vulnerable on a weekly basis. If it can stay above that, then it may hold up for a little while longer, but not a good look for the Russell, and not a good look as the breadth again in this market is pretty awful. And looking at the dollar here, dollar back testing the 20 moving average, back testing this head and shoulders neckline. It's going to be very important to see where this closes tomorrow. If this closes above the neckline, then that is a weekly head and shoulders trigger. So we have to pay attention to that. And again, a dollar can be the elephant in the room right now. Now the market may ignore it for a little while longer, but the dollar breaks out and breaks above this pivot high, it's going to put pressure on the market, which I do think it will soon. So that is what we're really looking at here. Wasn't really too much else I think I wanted to cover today. Again, it was generally a pretty quiet day overall in the market. Crude had a nice day again, nice follow through, really just erasing that move almost completely. But we'll have a little bit of resistance in here at about 72.75. So we'll see what it does there, but nice bounce back for crude. XLE also off the lows here, but again, looking more like the Russell as it is barely getting kind of a dead cat bounce here. And just any of those high yield plays are just not doing well right now. Banks are not looking good. Look at the KBE. This is now in a downtrend. Same thing with the KRE. The XLF is a little bit stronger. It's got the credit card companies and stuff in there, but again, still well off the highs. So we'll be watching these high yield plays and see how they react going into the month of August. But anyways, you guys take care, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. It's going to be important to watch where the market closes for the week, especially the dollar index. All right, guys, have a great rest of your night.